We're here to talk about what happened on the quiz last week, some of the most common errors, so that we can be successful in this week's quiz and so that we can just be better writers, right? So I graded our work on a scale of 1 to 4. 1 being the student needs some work, there's some things that they know better than to do and they made these mistakes anyways. 4 being, okay, person followed the directions, they checked their work, right? They met my expectations, they even exceeded them. So let's look at some examples. This is an example of a 1. This teammate didn't capitalize the first letter of the sentence, right? They didn't have any punctuation, so there are no commas and whatnot, except for the period at the end of the sentence. And they misspelled words that I gave you, right? Like I wrote esophagus on the board and you had it on your outline, same with stomach. So there's no excuse to have those misspelled. The other thing is that they didn't really follow the directions. It says to describe the path that your food takes. And this person just listed back exactly what I gave you for your outline. So let's read through this really quickly. You put the food in your mouth, the food go to your esophagus, into the stomach, into the small intestine, into the large intestine, into the rectum, right? Like, we can do better than that. I know that this student could do better than that, but we need to make sure that we're proofreading our work and that we're really thinking, does this sound right? Read your own work, teammates, and make sure that you haven't misspelled, that you have all the details that you need. So I want to show you an example of a 4. So this student, right, it's not perfect, right? I'm looking here. They didn't have a space between the period and the first letter of the next sentence. But what they did do, right, they started each sentence with a capital letter. They end with a period. They have transitions, right? The words that take us from one line to another. One thing, first, then, next, the final step, right? This student has transitions in their work, and that's fantastic. They don't have spelling errors. Yes, they have a mistake with the period, but that's okay. You don't have to be perfect. And then the other thing I really want to shout this student out for is that this teammate has details, right? Describe the path that your food takes, right? So they go into detail about what's happening. First, when you eat, it goes inside your mouth. Then the saliva starts to break down the food inside your mouth. Then the broken food goes through your esophagus. Next, the food that has been broken down goes into your stomach and through the small intestine, right? Like they're adding some detail here. So they have complete college sentences that start with a capital letter, they have punctuation, they have transitions, and again, they checked for spelling. That's a 4. Now, I briefly want to mention this, teammates, because I know that we're all better than this. But some of us got tempted. We took the easy way out. What we did, we cheated. We plagiarized. This teammate took all of these lines directly from the text. They didn't write this, they copied and pasted. That's cheating. That's an automatic 0. All right, and I will be talking to this. I'll be talking to this student's parents soon. We don't accept plagiarism at Milwaukee Excellence. We expect excellence. You're better than this. So we've talked again. Now we know what we need to focus on for this week. We're proofreading our work. We're making sure we're following directions. We're not misspelling anything. We're starting our sentences with a capital letter. We're ending with a period, right? We have our transitions. Remember, those transitions make our writing deluxe. Now, let's enjoy the rest of this lesson. We've got some Bill Nye to watch.